Welcome back. My next guest is Jamie Barrett. He is a local musician, he's a dad, and he's a music teacher in Franklin. Hi, Jamie.
Hi, Liz.
Thank you so much for coming on.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
I asked Jamie to be on the show because I hear he's a great musician. Can you tell me why you got into music, when you got into music, why are you playing music now? It's a big question.
Yeah, it's a big
question. When did you start?
Probably before I even realized I was starting. Music was in our house. You know,
Love it.
We gather around the piano. Mom plays the piano. She's a great pianist.
Yeah.
I taught her how to play guitar though. But everyone played an instrument. My three brothers, we all played instruments. We all played band instruments. We all played the piano. We all took piano lessons. My dad just played a mean phonograph, stereo. That's all he did. No,
me too.
He didn't play an instrument, but he.
That's pretty much what I did too growing up.
But everybody else played an instrument, so it started very young. You know, we all took band instruments, we all took piano lessons, we all took singing lessons in the choir. Nice. We sang in the choirs.
Right. How many instruments can you play?
Lots.
Which ones?
I
know we weren't prepared for that question,
no.
were you? I'm sneaky like that.
These days, mostly stringed instruments, acoustic, guitar, more so even than the electric. But there was a time where it was all electric, you know. Then when I was playing in the bars and clubs, it was mostly just electric. But these days, it's mostly acoustic guitar. But I still pick up the electric. And I have lots of other stringed instruments that I like to play. But in the classroom setting, as an elementary music teacher, I like to play, you know, whatever's available. You know, keyboard, piano, guitar, and a variety of other instruments. I have a lot of instruments around. Lots of different stringed instruments.
Okay, so mainly string. You like strings.
I like strings.
That's good.
Yeah.
I think that's probably when I don't play anything. I think I can sing, which I can't, but so my voice is my instrument. Yes. However, I feel like a string instrument must be the hardest to learn. I tried taking guitar lessons a number of years ago. So I had a guitar, an acoustic guitar, and I couldn't seem to wrap my hand around the.
And
I
a
don't
lot
even
of
know what
times
it's called.
the neck of the guitar. And what's tough is getting your fingers to press on the strings, which is why I always suggest nylon strings as opposed to steel strings.
Okay.
So like nylon string guitars, classical guitars, or ukuleles, which we're hoping to introduce into the Franklin Public Schools for the 5th graders in the future. So I'm putting that out there.
That's exciting.
So
can I take lessons? Because I would love to learn how to play.
You have to come down when the 5th graders are doing it and do ukulele.
It's going to be tough, but I'll try. That's
Absolutely.
exciting. I might actually see if I can play a ukulele instead of I never thought of something
4 strings
smaller.
as opposed to 6. 4 strings, fewer fingers to create the chords that you strum. And
and the neck is smaller, I can imagine.
Is smaller,
I have not big hands.
Soft strings,
Yeah, very good. That's a great idea. That's going to be my next venture.
Absolutely.
And then I'll be singing, of course, with the ukulele.
Absolutely.
Because I have a great voice.
Yes.
Not really.
No, everyone does. That's the instrument you're born with.
Right. It's not great. But thanks. So my next question for you is about live music, because I love going to concerts.
Yes.
Some of my favorite performers, not that anyone really wants to know about me, but some of my favorite performers are people like, I love Pearl Jam, just love them.
Oh,
I'm a huge Mumford & Sons fan, surprise, surprise, people who know me know that, like I'm literally obsessed. But I love the voice, like listening to them sing and the live music. Do you have any favorites that you like to go see, or do you just like everyone?
I like everyone. I like everything, but I have my favorites. Seen Pearl Jam, love Pearl Jam. Eddie Vedder's great, and the whole band. You know, I was caught up in the whole first album that came out and everything that followed, but especially that first album.
Yeah.
And not as familiar with Mumford & Sons, but know some of their songs, and so I apologize. I know. All right, so you're gonna have to hook me up.
I'm gonna have to kick him off the show right now.
Yeah, there you go.
I can't.
Okay. So you have to. Only one's just passed my ears. Just.
Oh my goodness gracious.
So
okay.
But it depends what decade you're talking about. What genre you're talking about of music, what style. Everything.
Did you grow up with the classics? Did you listen to
Beatles.
Led Zeppelin, Beatles?
Yeah,
the Led Zeppelin. The Stones?
Yeah, I like the Stones, but I'm more of a Beatles. You know, it's like, are you Beatles or Stones? And I'm definitely Beatles. Yeah. But I appreciate the Stones, but I don't think I could listen to I'm sorry, Stones fans, I could listen to a Stones album from start to finish, whereas I can listen to and I know every single Beatles album inside and out. But I grew up, my parents turned me on to the Beatles and a lot of the folk groups of Peter, Paul and Mary, Simon and Garfunkel. My brothers turned me on to Zeppelin and Aerosmith and Kiss. And then I had my bands that I discovered that, that I liked. So.
Led Zeppelin was probably my first boy band from England I loved.
Mine, the one that I discovered was The Who. I discovered The Who. My brothers.
Yeah. I was a big Who fan as well.
Who fan.
Yeah, huge Who fan. Okay, so let me ask you.
You shouldn't get me going on, because I will just
That's okay. You can
I'll
talk.
talk
I mean,
and talk
I
about
love
music.
the Who.
Yeah.
I grew up. My mom listened to Led Zeppelin when I was growing up. We had, like you said, your dad played the stereo.
Yes.
Yeah. So that was my mom. We had a lot of 8-track tapes, and I listened to a lot of Led Zeppelin growing up.
Wow.
And my sister was a huge Who fan, and of course, being the youngest of 8, all of them grew up in the 70s, you know, and 60s and 70s, and then there's me.
Yeah.
I was exposed to a lot of great music.
Yeah, you got all their music.
I got all their music and all their clothes.
Yeah, right?
Uh-huh.
I can relate. I have 2 older brothers, so I got the hand-me-downs too. Hand-me-down clothes and the hand-me-down music.
Yeah, but it was great music.
It was great music.
Can't say much for the clothes, but it was great music.
Well, I still remember walking past Oliver's Music and seeing The Kids Are All Right by the Who.
Oh, yeah.
And it was a soundtrack to their movie, and I was just like, these guys look really cool. And just on a whim, I was like, these guys look cool, bought it, and Baba O'Reilly and Won't Get Fooled Again became classics with me, instant classics, and I was a humongous Who fan. And to this day, that's like one of the first discoveries, one of the first bands I discovered, you know.
So I saw them at Gillette Stadium. I don't think it was Gillette. I don't even know if it was Gillette Stadium way back then. And Pete Townsend waved to me.
He did?
I know you don't believe it, but he did. He really did.
Joan Jett held my hand and sang to me.
For real?
For real.
That wasn't. Did you wake up? Like
No. Joan Jett sang. She held my hand for 2 minutes during Iggy and the Stooges' song "I Want to Be Your Dog." So she was singing that song and held my hand for about what felt like 2 minutes.
Did you die?
And she was staring right at me.
Oh my goodness!
Oh yeah, it was just. I have a picture of that too.
Oh my gosh! Really? Someone got that? Even
my brother was there. He took a picture of me.
Oh, that's so
Joan Jett held my hand.
exciting!
Yeah, it was pretty funny. But I never saw the Who.
Really?
Yeah, and
Oh yeah,
that was big.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
And I've only seen Ringo of the Beatles. I've never seen Paul McCartney. And
I've never seen any Beatles, but you know, I have a daughter who grew up listening to the Beatles. I introduced Beatles and Led Zeppelin to her very young. And as a matter of fact, funny story is she saw Bruce Springsteen and oh my God, I'm totally blanking.
Springsteen and
The Beatles. Oh my God, what's his name in the Beatles? I can't believe I'm totally
John Lennon,
blanking.
Paul
Paul
McCartney,
McCartney.
George, okay.
So, sorry, Brittany, she's going to kill me. Paul McCartney, Bruce Springsteen on TV, and she said, "Mom, who's that guy next to Sir Paul?" She was really young then, and I thought, yes, I raised her right.
You raised her right. To
Sorry.
recognize Sir Paul over Springsteen, which I love Springsteen. I saw him on the Seeger Sessions tour, and that was great. It was the only time I've seen Bruce, but he was awesome.
I've never really listened to Bruce Springsteen.
No?
I probably should. Everyone
No.
tells me I should.
Yeah. I'm kind of in that boat.
So you tell me that you like to perform all music.
Yeah.
Tell me about some of the places that you've performed. I know you performed in and around Franklin.
Yeah.
And you do some events there.
Yeah.
Some places that you have performed there. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
I'm sorry, in Franklin?
In Franklin, or just around?
In the round. Yeah, I've performed at, for their festival, Strawberry Festival, and the Fall Festival, and on the Common in the summertime, on the gazebo in the town center, and just various places around. At the library, I play at the library quite a bit. I love playing the library. It's a great gig.
Yeah.
And I don't really do the bars anymore. A lot of my buddies do the bars, but I did that for years and years and years as a lead guitarist and several different kinds of bands. And I'm done with the 10 to 2. I can't keep those hours anymore.
I can't.
No, I'm falling asleep before my kids are these days.
Oh my gosh, I'm bed by 9 o'clock. Nights.
And I'm like, get to bed, kids, because I'm falling asleep. So I do like a lot of earlier gigs these days, and I'm so cool and at peace with that. And I just like doing, and I love the opportunity to do my music. So when I say my music, like when I do my gigs, I will only perform songs that I know by heart. I don't have any music out. It's songs so I don't want anything blocking me in the audience. I want to have a total communication with the audience.
Do you interact with the audience?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, and I encourage them, and I strongly encourage them to sing.
Yeah.
I try to get the whole Pete Seeger, the whole Bruce Springsteen, the whole you got to sing with me, get the whole audience.
Just hold
sing.
the microphone.
Well, actually, and I will do that at the end of my gigs. I'll actually, mostly it's the kids but I welcome the adults, but the mic, I turn it. Come on, who wants to sing?
That's fun.
And I open it up into an open mic.
Nice
a lot
interactive.
Of my gigs. Absolutely.
Nice interactive. All right. Is there any place coming up, though, that any of our viewers can see you live? Do you have anything coming up where they can maybe swing by and see you? Or I know you're going to perform for us on the show.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I was just going to joke and say you could see me here.
Oh, that's funny.
But there will be some outdoor events that I'll be doing. I have a lot of private gigs right now that I can't, you can't come to this.
Well, you can't invite
the
viewers.
to the private,
No.
it's the private gigs. But Jamie Barrett, that's my name, and you'll see me around. And
Do you have a website? I know you have a school blog, but do you have a website where people can see you?
I have the Jamie Barrett Music, which is going to be changed to Jamie Barrett on Facebook, and it's just where you can come and check out my music and where I'm performing.
Facebook is the place to be right now.
It really is.
Yeah, our last guest was talking about her Facebook page as well, and we do have a Facebook page. Arts in the Spotlight has a Facebook page, so you have to check that out.
I will. Have I liked it already?
I don't know. You got to like us.
All right,
on
I will
Facebook.
make sure I like it. All right, and don't forget to like Jamie Barrett on Facebook.
Oh, you got to like Jamie Barrett on Facebook.
Come check it out. I'm going to be posting a lot. I'm back recording a lot of original music, so I'm very excited about that in my little home studio.
No, I don't have Jamie as a music teacher where I work in Franklin, but I've heard nothing but great stuff about you.
Oh, that's nice.
His enthusiasm in the hallway is so contagious, and when I see you, I have a smile on my face.
Oh,
so I just want to thank you so much.
Well, thanks. You know, I have to say that I love what I do. I feel very fortunate to do what I do. I tell the kids that. I mean, I'm very thankful to be there doing what I do. It's like, pinch me, you know, this is the best gig in the world. So
well, we were talking, the last guest as well, funny that you should mention that. We were talking about art being a passion, and we don't make a lot of money doing the art, but we love it so much that we just keep going.
Yeah.
And you can tell in your performance, you can tell in your art that you love what you do.
Absolutely.
Because
wholeheartedly.
Yeah, isn't that nice?
And the kids got to know it because it's just, I think they laugh at it because I'm just like, you know, whatever, enthusiastic, climbing the walls, hanging from the whatever. You
get their attention, and they probably want to learn a little bit more.
Yeah.
And music is so important for kids to learn. So important.
Oh, it's the most important subject. I'll put it out there. It is.
I have to agree. I have to agree because it helps in so many other areas.
It really does.
Yeah.
Well, you know, and as I tell the students that I'm actually teaching a musical instrument to, the recorder, it's like everything's firing, you know. There's certain subjects that, you know, you light up this part of the brain, you light up this part of the brain, but with music, you're firing up. It's like a fireworks display. You are just firing everything up. And there's some really great animated clips, like on YouTube, that really demonstrate
that's great.
the power of music. And when you're learning, because you are reading the music, you know, you have to read the pitches, you have to read how high or how low on the staff, you have to read how long or how short, so your duration, pitch, and then you have to, you know, bring that all in and
you have to show it in your instrument, but you have to do it all at the same time.
All at the same time, so it's so much going on. It's very exciting. Yeah.
That's so great.
Yeah.
It's lovely to have you here. Because again, I said your enthusiasm is contagious. I'm going to be awake all night just thinking about it. Thank you so much for coming.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
Can't wait to hear you play.
I can't wait for you to hear me play.
I guess we'll figure out where we can see Jamie by liking him on Facebook. So make sure you do that.
Yes, come Jamie Barrett on Facebook. My JamieBarrett.com is kind of, I have to get
Well, you know what I can do? I can go to my Facebook page and I can see if I can get a link and throw it on there.
Absolutely.
That way people, if they check out my Facebook page, they can also see you.
Yeah.
So I'll see if I can figure that out, you know.
Sounds great.
We'll see.
Awesome.
Thanks again for coming on.
My pleasure, Liz.
Can't wait to hear you.
I can't wait to hear you.
Again, don't forget we have MMAS is hosting our comedy night on March 3rd at 8 o'clock. You can get tickets at mmas.org or you can call the theater at 508-339-2282. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.